All right, so I'm pretty excited to create and sort of share this video with you all. Back earlier this month, actually, I think it was July 12th, I actually passed my real estate salesperson exam, secured my license. As you'll see in a minute, it's not quite active yet as I need to be associated with a brokerage, but all of that is in the works. So wanted to share with you what I think my principles are to working with my select client list. So again, we always go through the goals. So as I shared, I have my license, got a license number, all of that's in the works to be linked with a brokerage. So what's next? What do I think the keys are to working with my select client list? How I'm going to choose to leverage my extended team that I have in Fresno, I've had for years, and then again remind everyone of the ultimate goal. So I passed the test as I shared on July 12th. That was many months in the making and many hours of study. It was issued in a non-working status or non-associated with brokerage, um, as I was just focused on getting through the process. I do have a brokerage that I'm linking up with. It's actually the team that I've worked with for the better part of a decade. But it's just a process now, and hopefully it'll be done this week, if not certainly by the week after. Again, certainly will be active probably by the time most of you watch this video, but certainly will be, I don't anticipate it being not active by, say, August 1st, for example. So again, really, really soon. One of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to remove a time-consuming and frustrating task from some of the agents that are on my team. Right? I get up every morning. I look all the time. I average, I don't know, certainly 20, offers a week. Many weeks, nothing happens with those because, again, as you've heard in other videos, I offer what makes sense for a deal, not necessarily what asking price is. So I'm going to take that hassle, hopefully find a way to templatize that and remove that just time-consuming task, right? I have no idea, what it takes to write up 40 offers to get 2 or 3 counters to get maybe one deal. So that's something that's going to be removed. It's hopefully going to free up time for my extended team. The other thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be working with a small set of investor clients. I don't know how big this will be initially, but it will be small. Lots of reasons for that is this is not going to be my primary source of income. It'll be I don't know, walk around money, I guess, as I don't anticipate this being even 10% of what I'll make in a year, given the flips and the other things we have going on. But I do want to work with clients because, as you'll see later, I want to get a better understanding of the different kind of investor types there are, so that when we get to the ultimate goal, I have a better foundation. So again, as I just shared, I'm not going to be focused on this for the commission or the income, if you will. I'm actually going to be setting up different splits with my extended team because there's lots of different actions and tasks that if I partner with another licensed real estate professional in that market, we can get better use of time for both of us and frankly do more work and help more people. So that's something that I look forward to doing. So one of the things I need to do when I'm talking with clients is really make sure I understand the goals, make sure they're capital, approval process, all of that, making sure they're not only interested, but they're capable, right? So if you're just interested, watch the videos, read the stuff I write for LinkedIn. But if you're interested and you can pull the trigger, then I'm going to try to figure out what type of investor you are, right? Are you someone who's maybe like I started looking for the kind of the lower end of the market and you want fixer-uppers and that kind of stuff? Or are you a multifamily versus single-family home? Or are you more of a, I want Class A stuff only and you're willing to take a lower cap rate? Just who are you, right? And all are good. It's just, we got to make sure we understand it together so that when you are fed opportunities, they should be in your sweet spot. So that's something I think is important. Also, it's important to make sure that you want to work with me, right? I can be, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, right? Some folks probably don't like working with me or don't like the sort of, leaning forward type A personality that I still have, even though I'm trying to calm down. But let's have a conversation and no hard feelings if it doesn't work out. One of the things I need to really understand is the decision process, because as I've shared in other conversations, time is the constraint for real estate salespeople. The most frustration because the check or the payoff for any investment is months down the line. Working with someone who you find an opportunity and sort of hits their target, and then they say no for some left field reason, which really means they're just nervous, can be particularly frustrating. So I want to understand what their decision process is, so I don't waste their time, I don't waste my team's time, and obviously don't waste my time. I need to also understand how they choose to communicate. Are they texters, emails, phone calls? Most of these folks will likely work full-time jobs. When's the best time to reach out to them? Is it weekends? Is it evenings? All of that. Because again, the ability to communicate efficiently and not wait, days and lag times is important. So want to make sure we understand that. Then lastly, if you've been watching this or you're in my network, I know a few of you we've already talked with, so good to go. But if you are interested and you are looking for something in the Fresno market, because again, that's the only one I've really focused on, let's set up some time, have a communication, send me an email, text, leave a comment below, and we'll start the process and see if it works for both of us. Because again, I'm no fool, and as I shared earlier, I'm not everyone's cup of tea, but I'm sure we can have a quick conversation and see if something will work out. Again, I'm going to work, Fresno, no matter how fast I drive, is 2.5 to 3 hours away. And there's lots of inspections and walkthroughs and, all of that. So we're going to leverage the extended team that I have there. We can do setup, do FaceTime, we'll do reports, all of that. So I'm going to remove some of the hassle of writing offers, free up time for team members to do some of the legwork. And then again, they're going to get paid for that. I'm not just going to lean on favors and things like that. They're going to get paid on it. The splits are going to be 50-50. As again, I'm not here to make this a primary source of income. So I will gladly reward the extended team for partnering with me. Again, I'm also planning to use a local team to list and sell most of my flips. There are some of my flips where I will actually just find the seller find the buyer, and we'll just do the deal together, right? Somebody maybe in my network that wants to buy something. But if we have to list it in the MLS and look for a buyer, I'm just going to let my team do that. Again, lots of stuff goes on during a sale, and they're going to get paid for those activities. So I will ask them to do that. Again, focusing the extended team on more value add activities, right? Stuff that's already a deal. I'm going to remove this sort of probably the really frustrating stuff. If you think about sales, thinking about finding all your prospects and getting down to a qualified, potential target. That's hard, right? So this is the same thing in real estate, right? I'm sort of above the funnel, writing offers on all kinds of stuff, and then only 1 or 2 of those will fall out. So I'm going to remove the frustration of writing all those offers, and then allow my team to work on deals that are far more qualified. So again, ultimate goal is I'm going to use these next 2 years to really get a better understanding of investor types. I've been doing this for 15 years. I have a pretty good handle on what kind of investor I am, but also I know that I'm only one of I'm not sure what there are. Maybe there's 5, maybe there's 8, maybe there's 10 different investor types. I really look forward to working with clients and really understanding the different types, because I think that's going to help with the ultimate goal of having a brokerage. Again, I know there's many types, and I need to build my experience with them, because I'm not so arrogant to think that I know all the answers, and thus need to do a better job of identifying and figuring out what the different investor types are. This again is going to be that foundation. For ultimately what I believe needs to be created is a brokerage that's focused on investors. I think a lot of brokerages out there are focused on sort of the owner-occupant buyers. It makes total sense. Most of the transactions are for owner-occupants. Most people own, own their own home, or at least have, or think about it. There's not a lot of investors out there, at least by percentages. So, I'm comfortable creating a niche and a brokerage focused on investors. So again, was very excited to create this video. It was a long process to pass the test. So do me a favor, hit the like button, leave a question or comment below. And if you think you have some friends that are interested in investing in Fresno, do me a favor and share this video across your across your social media channels. Have a great day.